track day. We are out here at NJMP at the Lightning Bolt track. As usual, I'm super excited. If you guys do not know who I am, my name is Vanglorious. I know I'm doing this intro all types of crazy today because I'm excited. So, I got here around 7 o'clock. I woke up at like maybe 5 o'clock. Hour and a half drive, not too bad. Honestly, this seems like a local track, so I would definitely come here with the 8.6. But aside from that, we have quite a few supers here. We got one over here. We got the ones over here behind me. And yeah, so we got a lot of stuff cranking. We got a lot of stuff going on. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is that I'm going to get you guys some footage. Most of it is going to be in car since I don't have a mount for the GoPro on the back or the front of the car. It's going to be on the inside. So I'll find a way to make this look good for you guys. But yeah, enjoy the footage. I will include some type of B-roll in here. I did not bring my gimbal, so things might be shaky, but yeah, enjoy the footage.
Give us a thumbs up. As you're going out, make sure you stand with your blend line. I will show you the stay to the right side of the blend line and keep staying on the right line. There's a flag station. This is a turn 1, and stay to the right. See this blend line? This is a solid line. Don't cross it. Stay to the right and get working a little bit. Now, everything is cool. So first session, you want to make sure you warm up your tires, brakes, and everything. This is a cone, and there's a flag station holding the yellow flag, and this is the apex, and there's a track out point, and though the cone is not there, it's pretend it's there. Brake, and there's a apex cone. You're going to be a crest. You're going to go over. Don't try to come in too early. You want to track out. You want to make sure you track out. And as you turn, there's another apex. It's a turn 6, although it doesn't look like a turn. It is a turn. And just above the bridge, you start braking. You want to brake hard. And this is a turning point. Try to turn in, and there's a flag station. And the track out. Make sure you track out. You don't want to hold on to it. You want to track out. So straighten out the steering wheel so that you can accelerate better. Now this is called the lifer. See the track station, flag stations. Tap on the brake, stay outside, and start looking at the other apex down there, and just start reeling in into the apex. Hit the apex, and track out point is out there, and the flag station is up there, and there's and hit that. And this is the last flag station for the straight. And look at the apex. And track out, make sure you track out, good. And just start coming, wow. How you feel? Good. Yeah? Okay. You already passed your braking line. You know how fast that was on the front straight. Yeah. I know you were nervous about your braking too hard.
Yeah, because I was like, don't want to brake too hard.
But, yeah, it's not gonna break. Don't worry, it's not gonna break. So you can brake harder. Yeah. You want to be able to brake a lot harder, and then once you get to the 1 or 2 on the that sign, you want to be able to let off so that you can have the good speed going into the town. Any question? Anything that you want to add?
My speed was okay.
Speed on your first session, on your first day?
Yeah. Because I was like, oh.
Yeah. I've seen the slower, and the I seen the faster. But yeah, I think you're doing good. Yeah. I think you're holding on, and you're relaxed, and you're more experienced than some of the other guys that I that talk. So I think you're good. You're on a good pace. Yeah. I think you're on a good track. Yeah. And we kept this baby shiny side up. Yeah. Which is good.
So I did my first pass, as you can see in the footage, and basically it was a great time. My instructor Paul did a killer job. It felt good. The rush is nice. So right now I got the hood open. I'm just letting the car pull down some. So you can probably see it here. It is running because I've been sitting in the car for a little bit just so I can stay cool. Got the rest of the cats here doing our first track day. How you feel about showtime? Nah, you're doing all right, man. You're doing all right too. Yes, us super guys, we are out here staying alive. Our fronts are dirty. It's a nice time. Definitely a good time. So our next session is going to be in another, I guess, hour, 2 hours maybe. So right now it's just lunchtime. We're just kind of hanging out. But yeah, definitely looking forward to getting back on the track. It's definitely been such a cool experience. Just like dynoing, I tell anybody, if you can get your car on a track, it's definitely a good idea. So I guess stay put and you'll see more footage. I'll try and mix up the views for you a little bit because I know sometimes it can be tiring seeing the same thing. So maybe I'll put the GoPro in a different location this time and see what happens.
You have to be patient on the turning in. Okay. Don't get anxious to go in. Stay in the straight line up until that turning circle. Good. Nice. So that one, offline, you're not brake as late as easy. You're gonna brake earlier when you're offline. Let's get on right behind your Porsche. Yeah. We want to get that Porsche to pass it. Just get right behind it. Just get that passing by. Pass it. Soft, and your tongue, and your track out. Good. How you feel? Excellent. Great, hard, soft, hard. And that's kind of like that, alright? Yeah. So you did well. You did good. And the other, just you need to practice a little more on your braking and the steering. You want to make sure that I usually have it this, and that you may have seen it, but never move around. Yeah. The reason for that is that this is a reference point, and if I do move around, sometimes I go here, and now car is pointing that way. Yeah. Right. So if I have it all the time here, it's easier to control. I don't know if you've seen the F1.
Well, yeah,
it's Formula 1. Yeah. If you look at their handle, it doesn't have a top and bottom.
Yeah,
you only have one side.
It's flat.
Because that's what they that's always their whole hand position is in that position. Yeah. The same thing with here. You want to have a good practice of having the hand on the one side. One place, so that we have a reference about where my hand is.
So what did you think of the track day? Did you think it was pretty cool? I had a blast. You could obviously tell that I was elated to be there. Only downside for the day for me, and I'm gonna get into this as I talk a little bit more about how the day went, my dash cam footage. Stupid me, I did not log in to my dashcam's cloud service and save the footage, because this way I was supposed to give you guys an in-cabin view and then an outside viewing the track as I drove. This way you can have the imagery that goes along with you know, how I'm driving, you know, it would match the sights and sounds of the track experience. So I was really looking forward to give that to you guys, and unfortunately, by user error, I dropped the ball on that. So person in control messed it up. So by the time I got home, I went to go take the SD card out of the dash cam, and I'm seeing that, okay, there's none of the footage is there. It's just from basically the drive home. So yeah, that was a downer. But I promise that the next time that I do go to NJMP, which is hopefully very soon, I will have that footage for you guys the next time I'm out on the run. This way it's a more immersive experience. So I do apologize for that. Alright, outside of that, I did have some tuning issues. My car was going into limp mode, but still provided a modicum of power for me to use on the track to have me not skip a beat. It was kind of aggravating because 3 out of my 4 runs, I got drivetrain error, and then all of a sudden, you know, I felt the loss of power, but like I said, it wasn't grave, it wasn't bad. Actually, one of the other guys, he also has a yellow one, but he's on pure 800 turbo. He was having some issues with his car that day too. And I felt bad because, like, out of the group that like we were in, it was just mainly us two having tuning issues. But aside from that, I was able to run the whole time. The car ran beautifully. I was keeping it in high RPMs. I was all over the place. I definitely ran the car hard. Like, I was kind of shocked at how dependable this car is. Just by itself. I mean, it's hard to put it in words. You would just have to be there to understand that, wow, I put this car through 4 sessions, you know, 4 20-minute sessions, and I was able to drive home no problem. The only other downside, but this is a given, is that you should have dedicated tires for a track. If you are like me and you just left and you drove home, you're gonna notice it's a lot more noisier. You get a lot more road noise because your tires are worn from that experience. But the cool thing is that they still have plenty of life. Like, I was talking to one of the other guys, and he was like, yeah, this is my 5th track day on these tires. And I was like, what? So that was really cool. That was really cool to see that, you know, the stuff that comes with this car really does last. And not only does it last, but it performs extremely well. And I'm definitely thankful for that. So big up on that. But like I said, those are only the two real things that weren't so great about the day. Tuning and dash cam footage. That really kind of, you know, like put me in a little 5 to 10 minute rut per instance. So yeah, that's about it on that one. Okay, so my initial impression before I went out was, okay, I can do this. I was a little nervous, but I wasn't nervous like my heart was beating. I knew I could drive on this track and I knew it would be fine. It was HPDE 1, so it's not like I was going right into a high rank and by myself. My instructor Paul, which he's also in my Zuper group, you know, it was really nice to have him a part of the experience because honestly I felt very comfortable with his teaching style because I know him as a person as well. So it made, you know, getting warmed up to the track experience so much better. I definitely had a blast. Like, I wanted to keep going out there. I gotta say, I think my best run was my 3rd run. My 4th one, that was towards the end of the day. My 4th one was kind of dicey. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes because that was the one run that my car didn't go into limp mode. And it could have had something to do with the weather because it wasn't as hot. But I'm gonna tell you this, like, as soon as I was just gunning it because I was like, yo, the car's not in limp mode. And I kind of got sidetracked because of that instead of focusing on the things that he was instructing me to kind of improve on between, you know, the other runs. But I still kept it together. I didn't go off course, you know, none of that crazy stuff. So I'd like to say I did, you know, pretty well. He did say that, he's like, yeah, like, you're pretty up there as far as the average goes for this class. So yeah, I was souped. So your boy definitely wants to go back. You know, hearing stuff like that, and not just because he's in my group, he was giving me some really good criticism, and you can hear it, parts of it, because I know it's hard to hear with the helmet sometimes too, to hear what we're saying, but you can catch it. Yeah, there's some things that I definitely need to work on, but there was a lot of things that, you know, started to come natural to me. after my first and second run. So like I said, my third run, I was extremely happy with that because I was able to take a turn that was coming in at 40 miles an hour. I finally got it at 80 miles an hour. So that was a huge boost for me. That's what I needed to kind of keep wanting to do this. And he was saying that. He was like, I want you to be impressed with yourself, you know, how you improve between each pass that you do. And he was right, you know, like I got some things right, so it definitely made me feel good. So I think the moral of the story is, between the footage that you've seen and what I've told you, if you have a Supra or if you have a chance to put your car on a track with an experience like this, and I also want to give a shout out to NASA for kind of doing this with Toyota to give us a free track day. I say do it. I mean, even the cost of a track day, it's a little up there if you're not used to that. I mean, I think it was supposed to be $349. Let's say if I didn't have the free track day, I think it's supposed to be $349. And a yearly membership is like $50. So take that with you will. You know what I mean? A yearly membership, $50, that's pretty good. And to do, you know, 4 passes for 20 minutes a piece, it actually works out to be really good because you'll be surprised at how fatigued you get just by doing a track day. I know I'm jumping all over the place. I'm just trying to give you my honest opinions and thoughts and what I was going through. Let's jump back to just like your waiting experience. So when you first get there, you're going to want to, you know, get your, you know, registration papers or your tech papers. So the technicians or the people who kind of check your car, they tech you in. So you have to know this. You're gonna have to empty out your whole car. That's mats, anything loose in there, that's all gonna need to come out. So be prepared for that. Now, I kind of heard of that before, so that's why I kind of travel light. What I do regret is that, yes, you can bring stuff, and you'll see that there's people with tractors, there's people who trailer their cars in just for, you know, the track, and there's a lot of people who have tents because it is sunny. It is not like a track facility where you can be inside and you're waiting, you know, it's not like this, how do I say it? I've seen it before. It's like, you know, like how Porsche has a facility where they have a track and you get to experience that, and then there's an inside and then you can just kind of hang out in there. It's not like that. And in no way, shape, or form am I saying is this not a good experience, because it definitely is good. The way this place is laid out is actually really nice. The track was clean. Everything else around there was clean. The bathrooms were clean. So don't get the wrong impression. What I'm saying is that come prepared. I didn't have any cleaning supplies with me that I knew, like I usually keep with me. There was a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, like I can't have this because I'm gonna have to empty out the car. And yes, you're gonna have your stuff outside. So you really don't want to be bringing a lot of like valuable stuff. And that's just with anything else. Like that's like if you go to a sporting event or anywhere else, you go to a mall, you don't want to leave a whole bunch of stuff in your car exposed, and you really don't want to leave it outside exposed if it means so much to you, because you're gonna have to keep it on you. And what are you gonna do if you're just by yourself at the track? So just think about that. But outside of that, do bring like chairs. If you can bring a tent that you could mount up, and not like a tent like camping, like, you know, like a canopy. So you want to bring one of those, and definitely bring stuff to eat. Definitely bring a lot of water, because it does get hot, and right now, since COVID is still a thing, not everything is open. So you definitely want to bring things to keep you sustained so you're not fatigued. So hydrate. Make sure you have your protein in, like trail mix or something like that, some snacks, fruit snacks or whatever. Keep yourself furnished. Yeah, keep yourself furnished. So yeah, outside of that, watching the other classes is fun. Oh, all right. And so how this works is, so I'll let you guys take a peek at this. So you get your schedule here, right? And then it has a list of everything that's going on. Since I was in the HPDE 1, so some of my times to start things, like let's say we had like meetings. So let's say like you had to, let's say it was your turn to go out on the track. Afterwards, maybe 15-20 minutes afterwards, normally you have a meeting, and you kind of one of the instructors kind of talks about what he saw on your run. This way you can kind of understand how you're all working together, because in the end there's still rules on the track. I know most people who've never been on a track probably are like, oh, like you're just racing, and it's just like, no, like if that was the case there would be a lot of crashes. There's still like a finesse, or there's rules to this. There's still things you have to abide by. So there's a lot of cool things that they go over. I had the placard of the flag meanings, but you understand the meaning of different flags, and they go over that in the classroom meetings. So it's really cool, and it's a great opportunity because once you're done and you're done with your classroom, let's say if you're done with that one session, it's really good to watch other classes and see how they function. The first time I got out there, and you'll see in the B-roll, there was just cars going by. I'm pretty sure that was HPDE 3 and 4. When we were watching them, man, they were flying. They were flying. And when I look back at some of the other footage other people had from like classes like 1 and 2, like ours, yeah, we're not going as fast, but we're also beginners, or we're getting used to the track. Not so much HPDE 2. They were definitely going faster, and I believe they get to go solo, so that's kind of cool too. So it is something to look forward to. So I'm going to cap it off at this. If this is something that you are interested in doing, and if you have a Supra, specifically you Supra guys, when you brought yours, go on the NASA website, NASA driving, or just Google it, and you want to sign in. And basically, if you've ever gotten an email from them, definitely follow up with that, and it'll take you through everything you need so you can sign up. Days are limited. The next track day that I'm trying to do is probably in another 2 weeks, but I'm on a wait list for that because it is so packed. So you have to plan a cancellation. Depending on what your region is, you can look and see what they have available, but act fast because this is the season for driving. And a lot of people really didn't do much of anything last year because of, for obvious reasons, COVID was a thing. So definitely be proactive on this. If this is something that you want to do, do it. Do not hesitate. Your car can handle it. You're going to be fine. You're gonna be fine. You know, it's a great experience, so definitely do that. So hopefully you liked everything that you saw and you found it informative. So please do your best. If you can, like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you who tunes in and shares a piece of your mind with me. So on that note, I will catch you guys the next time. Take care. Peace.